Good morning, everyone, my fellow travelers on Spaceship Earth. It is I. I hope you can hear me at all. There we are. Looks like we've got some audio running, got some music running. I did not get my iPad to join yet. No. The iPad's joining in. It's important because I think I got myself into a quagmire last night. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, yeah, there we go. All right. Now that we've done that, I'm going to move over to the other side, and we're going to keep working on the work that we got to work on. Work. There's no twerking in this work. All right. And I'm not going to sit at my dad's work with his back because it's not. I think my dad had 40 million slides. And that's great, but I don't think I want to deal with them right now. I think I have opened the wrong can of worms. Yeah. Slides don't take up a lot of space. And if we really have to, we can take them with me somewhere else. That's what I think we really can happen. So I'm going to put all the slides back where I found them. I will deal with them at a later date. I'm just curious what pictures I've never seen before because he didn't develop them. I mean, that seems interesting to me. However, here's a whole bunch of pictures of the fabric shop, or my dad's frame shop, which would be cool to see, frankly. And these would be too. But I'm thinking this is not as good an idea as I was when I first started this. These guys can go with me. So I'm going to put these all back and resort them later. I think it really sucks. So a whole bunch of these are just sitting in here open, which means they're going to be scratched. I can't really do much to fix that at this point. So try to fix it at some point down the road. In fact, I think what I will do is put my slides in here. And what I might do later is I may decide that it's probably better for me to, because these are all mom's slides too. Here, those are these guys. Those are the ones I was working on before, and I'll keep working on them now. And then maybe what I'll do is a little later on. Are we having problems with echo? I'll get rid of the echo here in a sec. No more echo. Hello. What is that? Sophia. Hey, Sophia. Who knows? I didn't just. Oh, I did. I totally did. Oh, my life is sucky. I just put the slides that I was going to go away back in. That's not going to help you. Instead, says me, I should do this, which are these huge stacks of stupid things to take pictures of. Stack. How are you doing, Sophia? How's your world today? I have no earthly idea who this person is, but it was in a folder with Dad's stuff, so I will save it. There's no markings of who these people are. I don't recognize any people behind. These look like Mosai. Oh, I know who these people are. I know who this entire directory is. I'm not messing with it. I'm doing acceptable. I am nominal. This morning I am totally nominal. Thank you. Yeah, this entire folder is not stuff we want to throw away. That's Maggie. And so, no, it's not Maggie. It's like all Gene and stuff, so. Alright. Alrighty. Okay, well, good. I don't have to deal with this folder at all, which is a plus. There's already a box downstairs that belongs to Jane. So those will all just go to Jane at some point. We don't know who this is. Oh, for crying out loud. Even more slides. I don't think any of these are. Right? I'm 90% sure it's not my dad, but just in the off chance it is. There have been days. My dad is into photography, so we're gonna very quickly snap to the second position on this and to click scan and see what we've got. So, not, in fact, my dad, which is okay. Means I may not need to keep these pictures. Well, I mean, that sounds great. I think everybody should get into digital photography personally. Okay, what do we got here? This is... It's a Porsche. What is a Porsche? This is one of those listed under, can I tell from the vehicle? I don't think any of these people are people that we know. I think these all belong, well, they're people we know. I think they all belong to my stepmom, which means they are her problem, and she can scan them if she wishes. But I don't need to deal with it. This, on the other hand, is stuff we need to deal with. Sadly. I don't think we need to keep anything in here necessarily, but all right. I think digital photography is great. We can go on photo safaris together. I love doing that. This is my uncle. So my uncle was killed in a four-wheeler accident. Well, with my cousin. My cousin was not hurt. My uncle was. And so it's a sad thing. This is his obituary. That goes away. And this is probably the article about it. Yes. Settles lawsuit. Headline. Because now it's that was new here. There it is. I'm just flattening this out. Yeah. All right. You made it to the front page of this one. Can't get there. Courier. This is the one where I think I need to turn on this overhead light. Just because it's getting hard to get this squared away. No, that didn't help me really. There we go. Is there go to any other page? No. Covered that. Oh, maybe the front page of this one too. You make it to the front page of the newspaper, and it's not for a good thing. Welcome to my other soda family. Yeah, it's irritating to keep it to stay down. Easier to cover when it's the Courier's web page, and my dad just has screen cap the whole thing. That's you in here with this. So what are you thinking of getting as far as camera et al? We started this whole discussion about it, so just did it. Here. My dad made 47,000 copies of things, which is Great, because that means this big, huge folder can be crushed to small things very quick. Yep. I mean, I'm particularly fond of my Canon. You know, it's absolutely a thing. All about it. Very particularly fond of. Okay. Hey, Hone. Long time no see. How are you doing? That's good. That's good. Yeah. Treasury Department sending this by themselves. Jonah Minecraft. That's actually cool. Excellent. Yeah, I am trying to get rid of papers. I have a bunch of papers that my dad had, and I ended up with them, and I am done with storing them. So I am taking pictures of them in case we ever need them again, and I'm throwing them all away, which is very cathartic. It's great for my system. I'm feeling like I'm doing something. I'm getting kind of things done. So I've mounted a camera up here, and all I do is take a picture of it and throw it away. Take a picture of something and throw it away. Especially stuff like this. My uncle was sadly killed in a ATV accident. And this is all of his paperwork, which I think they settled way back in 2004. So I think it's all done. So I don't think we need to keep it. But I don't want to throw it away just in case. So a picture of everything, then I can sort it later. Right? Kind of thinking that might not be a bad idea. Just nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Kind of already nuking the site from orbit, so there's that. I mean, like, there we go. Even these like little teeny pieces of paper, I have no idea. Little teeny pieces of paper, but I've got it just in case we ever need it ever again. This is my sister's handwriting. Even I don't even know what my sister was doing writing this. Oh my god, that's my sister. I don't even know why she was writing this. It was so wrong. Oh well. Home Sweet Home 1945. Right? Right? Interesting. This matures. And it's a CD. These are all CDs. I keep all of these. until I'm sure if they've been dealt with, I should keep them because they're $25,000. And if there's any money left out there, you should get it. Not somebody else. No. $47,000 pieces of paper. Okay, you can lurk. I'll just be here, photographing the snot out of things, wondering whether this is even important. I think it might be time pretty soon here for me to get a new trash bag too, because unfortunately 47,000 pieces of paper are heavy. So do not think we need to worry about this. My father is gone, so his living will, not that big of a deal. Welcome back. One was here for a little bit there, but is off lurking now playing Minecraft. You have to make that loud, of course, you know. One can hear you while playing Minecraft. You see, that's the important part. Copies. Just in case file, just long enough for me to go. In fact, you know, I could do this one of two ways. I could hold on to it forever and ever and ever, amen. Or I can say, hey there, do we need to keep There we go. See if my beloved sister says, no, we don't need to keep that, throw it away. If she does, I'm throwing it away. Literally no reason. Power of attorney. Okay. 60 million pieces of paper. So this one, I'll put this with this. Just keep this here, and we can discuss whether we're keeping this or throwing it away. Of course, naturally, my sister is right now at work. Cannot make that call for me, so Social Security correspondence, your right to question your decision made on a claim. I don't think I need to keep any of this, but I will double check. All of this is not important. All this is I don't think there's any reason for me to hold on to Dad's Social Security information. Okay, see you in a minute. And Social Security statement. I don't think there's any reason to keep any of that. I'll take a picture of this. On the off chance that we need it. I don't think we do. Other than how interesting it will be to talk about Social Security that once people had at one point in time, but don't anymore. And just on the off chance that something from Dad's stuff will be useful to us later, but I can throw that whole thing away. Okay. And then here, X-rays and scans. You ever had one of those moments like this one? This is one of those moments. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a stapled copy of some parts or pieces of my dad's scans for his knees and things like that. And the last page is a Witches of Flame page. Like it's a comic page. It's one of my comic master pages. Which, you know, that's weird. Not only did my dad like staple it in with things, anyway, so apparently part of my dad's x-rays and scans were hey. Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, but they're all really densely packed with lots of lines of things, and I don't know, all of it's just like, well, that's just like, Hi, sister, says the people on my hang on a quick, I'm gonna mute now. There. Mute. All right, sorry about that, guys. She was giving me instructions. What should we keep? What should we, you know? Oh, the battery light made a flickering, which is okay. I hope you guys are getting stuff done too. Yep, and Dad made 3 copies of this too. That's the thing. The other thing about my dad is he made like 4,000 copies of these. First of my dad's hospital stays. Frame by frame by frame. I don't know, man. It's one thing that my dad was hospitalized. The other problem is all of the VA paperwork. It's just thousands of pages. Anytime you're interfacing with any of these things, it's just so many pages of things. And all I'm trying to do is just, I am doing paper reduction act myself. I am photographing all these things and throwing them away. Because none of this is important anymore. My father isn't with us anymore. So I don't need to worry about anything other than the practical, just for the sake of I don't even think I need to keep all of this. In fact, I'm not keeping all of this. So much work. That's what I'll do. I'll just take the top page of all of these. this one where it talks about what he did, what was in the deal, what he was in for at this point. That's all I keep. Medications. Don't really need to keep all of that anyway. The cardiology section looks cartoonish. Man, this is such a pain. This is such a drag. Dad went on oxygen in 2013. Wow. Time ago. He almost waited another 10 years while on oxygen. Yeah, that's the thing. I have a scanner too, but it takes time. You know how long it takes me to capture this page? And that was it, right? So rather than do this, which the thing about the multi-page scanners, well, you can't actually see this, it's back there, but I've got a Workforce multi-page scanner. This is the fast stuff. This is the stuff that I don't really intend to keep, and I'm really only keeping it anything ever. You may not. So, but I appreciate you, my friend. I do appreciate you. Benefits update form. Veterans Affairs. Also, these are all stapled together. Directives. Oh, hey. Some of Dad's cardiograms. That's useful. I'll keep that for a minute or two. Yeah. It's one of those things like, well, in the off chance right, we're just keeping these in the off chance we need them ever, which I doubt I'll ever need this information. Now it's all about, well, that's cool actually. You're like, I do this for a living. Well, and Dad was a vet, so there's that. So, you know. But I'm sitting here going, I don't see any reason to really keep all of these things except for you know, just the history of our family and stuff. So just in case anything goes. 2 years. He left us in 2021. I'm not keeping any of that. Mm-hmm. What is this? All right. This is stuff that I got to figure out whether I keep in or not. Confidential survey. Yeah. Huh. It's kind of cool. Oh, yeah. And honestly, the truth is, I'm only taking pictures of it and saving it on the off chance, since he's biologically my dad, that I have something similar or have some kind of thing that, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, they're like, hey, we noticed this, whatever. Do you have that in your family? And I can go back and look through the records and go, oh, dad had that too. And that's really the only reason I'm doing this, is in the off chance that, 20 years from now, somebody's going to want to see what dad went through at one point. Because he's, he is my biological father. I've got, 50% of his genes. It's a lot of stuff that, like, mom died in 2002. And when she died, we just didn't have a lot of information. And so a lot of this is, it doesn't take any space to stick it on the hard drive over here and just park it. You know what I mean? And then throw the rest of it away. But now we're looking at downsizing this house and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not keeping anything anymore. I'm just not going to keep it if I don't need it. So I'm just taking pictures of what I think might be useful and then throwing the rest of it away. Because I really think that 90% of this is not going to be useful ever. And all that will really ever happen is somewhere along the line. Yeah, somewhere along the line, it's going to be one of those, well, I don't even really need this entire directory. We can just dump the directory. It's really what I think is going to happen. So, not terribly worried. You know what I mean? It's like, this could be a thing. Like, I'm more interested in this stuff. These are slides that were from my grandmother's house. And I am not 100% sure what my dad was doing at the time or why, but these are negatives. I'm sorry, negatives. And so I'm like, these, on the other hand, are much more interesting to me. But I can also very quickly destroy a bunch of these documents that I don't really need to keep, because I can go through them relatively quick, and if I just think any of them would be useful. So, anyway. Oh, probably. I'm not, like I said, I'm not pressed at this moment. Really? I think we're doing fine as far as like this is the stuff that I'm not sure what my dad was doing. Like, it's pictures of my grandmother's house, but he's specifically taking pictures of the artwork. I'm not sure what that means or why. I mean, I'm glad he did. Probably it was an insurance thing, but it's useful to, it's my grandmother's house. That's kind of cool. So there's all these kind of neat pictures of my grandmother's house. Yeah, kind of nice. So, kind of doing this thing and going through. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Sarge. I mean, maybe, and I don't know if they have now. Really, all I'm trying to do is just downsize these boxes. There's zillions upon zillions of boxes in here. And they all just need to be downsized. I have no idea why they're having to struggle with this, you know. There's just so many boxes of things. So I think a lot of it is when Mom passed away, all of this like stuff, just detritus, all this stuff that just kind of showed up, ended up in my dad's storage unit. And then when my grandparents passed away, actually reversed, when my grandparents passed away, they ended up in my mom's storage unit. Then when my mom passed away, my dad's storage unit took on all of that. And now that my dad has passed away, I have to deal with everything. And it's like, well, okay. My sister's like, purge it all. I don't care. And I'm like, yeah, but, you know, some of this stuff is kind of cool. Like, I do like having access to pictures of my grandmother's house. That's cool. Yeah, you're still doing it, yeah. But I don't want to have a storage unit. So I'm downsizing. I'm throwing stuff away. I'm going through and just trashing everything that's not useful. You know, it's not valuable. Even if it's just memories, that's cool. But we can digitize the memories. So that's a cool thing. But I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, I've got things that need to go to different places. I don't know. It's one of those things. Whoa. It's one of those things where you turn up the volume a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, did this even scan? It did. Wow. This is like really, really complicated here. This is the other thing. I'm not sure about this scanner. See you later, Sarge. Have a good day. I feel like the scanner is scanning way too bright. Loath to open the whatever program we just had before, the Optifilm or whatever the hell that thing's called. Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time. Can't find my mouse. There's my mouse.
I don't want to load this thing. It kills the... Oh well. The good news is the But yeah, as soon as I do this, I'm choking down, I can tell.
I don't like this.
See if that does better. Wow, it's amazing.
I was starting out with echoes, and now
we've got a good 2 seconds behind.
I don't know if you can hear
echo.
me. Can you hear me over there on the iPad? If I'm just here doing this. I guess I'm gonna have to use the fix thing. Yeah, as long as you can hear me over there, that way I don't get dead. I mean, I can turn on my mic here, but as soon as this thing's running, this scanner, it runs on the negative scanner, it becomes brutally hard to hear anything.
It becomes brutal.
So, that's the thing. At least it's better than nothing. Also, one of the things I think I'm going to do is you can hear me off the work camera. I think. I just feel like this is just endless. It's never going to be endless. So. No, that's not horrible, I guess. I mean, it's still very fuzzy, but I think that's.
I mean, it's
Dad's
still
fault, not mine.
2+.
2+. That maybe worked. Maybe. We have to adjust for. We only have about 4 minutes left, which is probably good because if I have to use silver fast for this, it's not.
I have to use
all kinds of weird. That's it. This is kind of cool. Like I said,
That's it.
it's been a day or two since I've been at my grandmother's house.
Kind of nice.
Kind of nice to see pictures of her house as it was. That's all right. We've got about 3 minutes left.
That's all right. We've got about.
And of course, I went through Nana's house before everything went kablooey. And I took pictures too, but she had already moved her up. They had already moved most of her furniture up. So it wasn't the Nana's house I grew up in.
So it was.
This is kind of cool. I mean, it's cool to see these pictures. Dad went through and apparently just took pictures of her house. But I don't know what he was headed for or why.
I don't know what.
But I guess he was. He was headed for something. So advance the slide forward one.
Hit the scan button.
Hit the scan button. See you later. Good night. Or good day. Good day.
I say.
Good day. This is nothing. I don't know. Yeah.
You think?
I think you think I used took pictures of the ceiling too. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and head out. I will see you guys later. Of course, it's going to take time for this to figure out what it's doing. And it's just going to drop my quality down to like 1 frame a second anyway, because that's what this program does.
So
everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you this evening. And it's always
wonderful.
keep your eyes on my star.